Watching Action News Now. Storm Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
High surf and flood warnings in effect up and down the California coast. The dangerous conditions have triggered evacuation orders and warnings in some coastal communities. Forecasters say weather conditions could bring the biggest swells of the year, much to the delight of surfers and onlookers who gathered to see those giant waves coming in. A developing Pacific storm responsible for the big waves, causing significant flooding along beaches and coastal roads, with debris washing up as well as street flooding and visible sea foam blanketing some buildings. Eric Laughlin tracking that same Pacific storm. When can we expect it to arrive, Eric?
I think we'll start to see some rain in the valley around midday tomorrow, maybe a little earlier than that. We're definitely going to see a lot more wind tomorrow as this latest storm moves through. And lots of rain, probably about twice as much rain as we saw with yesterday's storm. So a lot more rain coming our way, and the snow is, well, we'll probably see snow above 6,000 feet with some accumulations. Right now, 55 degrees along the I-5 corridor from Redding to Corning. We've got 54 degrees right now in Paradise, 57 for Chico, and Quincy at 48 degrees. So here is the satellite imagery. You can see that storm system. It's not exactly a Pineapple Express, but it's also not a Gulf of Alaskan storm. So with that said, the snow levels will be fairly high, but you can see a lot more moisture than what we had on Wednesday. So this is going to start to move through. I think it'll hit the coastline tonight around 2, 3 in the morning. And then as we get into the afternoon tomorrow, we'll start to see rain. And I think the brunt of it's actually going to come through probably at this time tomorrow in the valley. So we're looking at some pretty heavy, steady rain in the valley around Friday evening through Saturday morning. And then through the day on Saturday, I think we'll still see some showers. You can see on the Futurecast, this is noon tomorrow. You can see that big wave of moisture, some yellow, even some orange cells in there. So we're looking at some more moderate rain than what we saw on yesterday when that storm passed through. And then as we advance ahead, you can see through the afternoon, 6 p.m. tomorrow, some pretty widespread heavy rain right around Chico, and the snow levels also around 6,000 feet initially tomorrow night. And then as we get into Saturday, probably down around 5,500 feet, but because of the moisture coming through, some of those highest elevations could see up to 2 feet of snow. So that's some good news, but it also is bad news if you're traveling. I think if you're trying to get up to the Sierras for New Year's, your best bet is to get up there before midday tomorrow. The longer you wait, it's definitely going to get a little treacherous, especially on Friday night and Saturday morning. And then the best time to come back would be probably Sunday morning once the storms are kind of passed off to the east. But you can see still some showers and still some rain and some snow Saturday morning. So it's definitely going to be a pretty rainy Friday night, rainy Saturday morning, and even into Saturday afternoon, some showers continuing. But definitely, the storm is definitely packing quite a punch. Here's your forecast for Trinity and Siskiyou counties. We'll go with rain at times and windy conditions. Temperatures right around 50 degrees in Weaverville and Hayfork, 52 for French Gulch, and 49 degrees in Dunsmuir. Some rain there tomorrow. Here's your forecast for the high country. We'll go with 49 degrees in Chester. There is a winter weather advisory from tomorrow night through 7 p.m. on Saturday night. So that is the time frame when you could pick up to 2 feet of snow in some of the higher elevations, but around 8 inches or so in some of the areas around 5,500 feet. We'll go with 52 for a high tomorrow in Susanville, 55 for Quincy. And tomorrow in the foothills, we'll definitely see rain at times, especially in the afternoon and evening hours. 49 degrees for Sterling City, about 53 for Forest Ranch, and mid-50s in Paradise. Your forecast for tonight in the valley will stay mostly dry, but maybe an isolated shower ahead of the next storm. 50 degrees for an overnight low in Redding. And tomorrow afternoon, rain at times, also windy. 15, maybe 20 mile per hour winds through the afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight in the valley, 48 for a low in Chico, 59 tomorrow with rain at times and windy. And your 7-day forecast shows that once we get through the first part of the weekend, the last part of the weekend and the holiday actually look pretty good. So New Year's Eve, I think, is going to be dry. On New Year's Day, dry as well. But then we see our next chance of rain coming in by midweek on Wednesday. We'll have more of your weather coming up in just a little bit.
All right. Thank you, Eric.